Currently away in the States right now, but TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. And it's finally Friday, everyone, so there's only one more day for you to survive until the sweet, sweet weekend comes. And for the weekend, my plans for this weekend is I'm going to Beijing. I have a bunch of meetings there in China. And hopefully those go well, and I'll come back safe and sound. But until then, yes, I'll do my best. But how about you guys? What are you guys going to be doing on your weekend? I hope you guys have great plans already set up to enjoy your weekend. And we are going to listen to a song by an artist named The Weeknd singing Belong to the World. Let's check it out. Listening to The Weeknd's Belong to the World, and I think his music is nothing like we've ever heard before. There's a lot of new sounds in there. Well, anyway, you're tuning in with What's Poppin' with James Lee on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, we got a couple of things as a reminder. If you want to contact us, it's really, really easy. To hit us up on Twitter, you got to go to @TBS What's Poppin', got to hashtag us, mention us, follow us, tell all your friends. And if you want to send us an email at efmpoppin@gmail.com. If you have any questions or you want to leave any messages or just want to have a shout out, make sure to do that right away. And if you're interested in our awesome playlists, come check out our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/What's Poppin'. But before we move on, let's hear a few words from our sponsors.
쉐보레의 놀라운 혜택함.
Time for today's pick. And as I mentioned in the opening, I talked about the weekend plans. And out of all the many weekend plans that everybody usually has in mind, I bet a lot of you would just want to plan on taking a rest at home. And especially if you have an office job, you got a lot of stress, I can totally understand why you just want to stay home and try to get enough sleep. But sleeping for a long time doesn't actually mean that you got enough sleep. Because for each person, the sleep that you require, it varies across your age, and it's really especially influenced by the lifestyle and health that you have. And also, it's the sleep quality that matters. It's not just the hours of sleep. So then what can we do to improve our sleep quality? You gotta create a sleep-promoting environment that can help you get high-quality sleep. You gotta make sure your space is dark, quiet, and comfortable, and turn off your cell phones. You gotta get away from that unless you're messaging us here at What's Poppin'. While also establishing consistent sleep and wake schedules, even on the weekends, is really important. It's important to set your body to a specific schedule. And on top of that, you gotta create a relaxing bedtime routine, such as soaking in a hot bath or listening to soothing music. And you wanna begin this an hour or more before the time you expect to fall asleep. So for this weekend, set up your time and space for the highest quality sleep that you can get. And I hope that you can get energized back again by the time the weekend ends. But for now, all you gotta do is survive your Friday. You gotta get through today. Let's get your Friday going with our next song. This is Mark Ronson with Valerie featuring Amy Winehouse. Ronson's Valerie featuring Amy Winehouse. And there is an original version of this song, which is by the British band The Zootons, but when I heard both versions, I personally like Mark Ronson's version a little better. But Amy Winehouse's unique vocals especially stand out in this funky music. Well, moving on, we got Tove Lo's Habits, Stay High, and the especially talented Sam Smith's I'm Not the Only One playing back to back. Let's go. To Tove Lo's singing Habits and Sam Smith's I'm Not the Only One. So Sam Smith's track fits perfectly with the cold winter days. And most recently, Sam Smith brought A$AP Rocky to perform the remix of his latest single, I'm Not the Only One, at the 2014 American Music Awards. So you should definitely go check that out. And it's already time for the last song of the first segment, but you gotta stay tuned because in our next segment, we got Say What with the powerful, powerful Erin. Just a very special guest. Our last song of the first segment is Meghan Trainor's Lips Are Moving. Now tuned into TBS EFM 101.3, and it's already the second half of What's Poppin' with James Lee. So soon we'll be back with Say What, But only for today, we have a very, very special guest, Erin, to talk about some of the hottest issues of this week. So get ready and please stay tuned. But before that, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
어르신들의 근육을
Gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have a very, very special guest. Her name is Erin, and she's here to talk to you about the hottest things of the week. How are you doing, Erin?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, and I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm very happy to be here as well.
Okay, good. So what have you got to tell us? What's going on?
Okay, the first news that I brought today is Nicki Minaj's new album, which is the Pink Print, has been pushed back to December 15th release.
Oh, wow, but it's coming out. That's still pretty soon. It's already the last week of November.
Yeah, it's coming in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And as I already said, the Pink Print is the name of her new third studio album.
Mm-hmm.
And it was originally set to be released on November 24th.
Oh, okay.
It was the Monday of this week. But now, Nicki's highly anticipated album is set to be available on December 15th.
Man, I can't wait to hear what's on that track. Man, her
Yeah.
last album had so many Billboard hits that I guess everybody's probably waiting for this album.
Yeah, I guess so, including me.
They're very controversial music videos.
I know. Even though the album is not released yet, Nicki Minaj presented the cover art to the deluxe edition of her upcoming album under SNS. They say that the cover was designed by Kanye West Collective.
Oh, man. Okay.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. What's it like? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've already seen it.
What's it like?
It is very minimalist and very literal as well. And then it features a pink fingerprint set against a white background.
A fingerprint.
Yeah, a pink
If
fingerprint.
you shorten that, it's fingerprint. You just made a new... Okay, all right.
And then it's basically the complete opposite of Nicki's usual aesthetic. Because she used to have really, one of those...
Very out there things, right? Very obvious, but that's pretty cool. She's trying to change it around.
Yeah, so you might want to check that out.
Okay.
But you can still check out one of the singles from her upcoming album, which was released mid this month. It's called Bed of Lies, featuring American singer-songwriter Skylar Grey.
Oh, okay.
And then, did you watch 2014 American Music Award yet?
No, I haven't, but I heard there's a lot of amazing performances.
Yes. And then the one that I want to talk about is Nicki's, of course. And then she had actually performed this single at the 2014 American Music Award with the guest singer Skylar Grey.
Okay, so this song is called Bed of Lies.
Yes.
That had to be a crazy performance then.
It was a really soulful performance,
Oh,
so you might really
soulful.
want to check that out.
Alrighty, okay. Well, we're going to listen to a track from Nicki, and the song is called Moment for Life featuring Drake.
Yay!
That was Nicki Minaj with Moment for Life featuring Drake. So, Erin, what other songs do you have for us?
Okay, for our second news that I brought, I brought a news about Pink Floyd. The British progressive rock group Pink Floyd's new album, The Endless River, is selling a high number in the band's native UK.
Yeah, definitely.
The group topped the album charts for the first time in nearly 20 years. The album became the third fastest selling by a single group or artist this year. And then it shifted more than 139,000 copies on the week of release.
Man, I remember listening to Pink Floyd with The Wall. And that album changed a lot of people's lives. It was a revolutionary album.
Was it?
But back then, I think we were talking millions.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so times have changed. Yeah.
Yes.
139,000. But nowadays, that's a heck of a lot of albums.
It's
in
a
the first
lot.
week.
And then Pink Floyd are still at number 1 on the UK record store chart.
Yes. All right, rock and roll.
Also, Pink Floyd's latest album became the most pre-order of all time on the UK's electronic commerce company. And Pink Floyd sold so many copies along the way that the album is now the most pre-order in the store's history.
The history.
Yes, the history.
Pink Floyd is a historical band.
And the album knocked the younger rivals One Direction off of the number 1 spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm actually One Direction fan as well. But a lot of people don't know that because I'm in a
really?
rock band.
Oh, yeah.
But I like One Direction. I'm not like one of the fan club members or anything, but
But you always support them.
I like their tracks. They have great songs, I think. But
Yes.
Pink Floyd, there's something so organic. Is that the right word? There's something so historical,
Original.
original about them that I can totally see why.
Yeah. The record has put Pink Floyd ahead of One Direction's, their track Midnight Memories, and Robbie Williams' track Swings Both Ways. Endless River is their sixth British #1 album and their first since the Convert video Pulse in 1995. And the album is a tribute to the band's keyboardist Rick Wright, who died in 2008.
Well, that was sweet of them to do
Yeah.
for the fallen member.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it is comprised primarily of instrumental music recorded by David Gilmour, Nick Mason, and Richard Wright during their Division Bell sessions back in 1994.
Awesome. Okay, so next we'll listen to Pink Floyd's Louder Than Words. Innovative Pink Floyd with Louder Than Words. And we are back with the indestructible Erin.
Hi.
What
I'm
else?
Erin.
What else do you have for us?
All right. The third news data that I brought today is about Band-Aid 30. And their track, Do They Know It's Christmas, has reached #1 in the UK official charts and 62 other countries.
Do they know it's Christmas?
Yes,
That they-
that's the title of the song.
Wow. It's Christmas already? This track released this week?
It was the beginning of November.
I
Yes.
see. Wow, okay. So it's number 62. Oh, wait, no, it's #1 on the UK charts and in
Yes.
62 other countries.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Band-Aid 30 is the 2014 incarnation of the charity supergroup Band-Aid.
Charity supergroup. Okay.
The group was announced by Bob Geldorf to raise funds to fight the Ebola virus in West Africa. Have you heard of Band-Aid, the group?
No, I didn't even know this. It was a group as a band. They're a musical group.
No, it's a charity group, and then they've been doing it for years. And there are actually 4 different groups that are named differently. And the first one is Original Band-Aid, and the second one was Band-Aid 2, and there was Band-Aid 20, and the one that came out this time was Band-Aid 30.
Okay. Wow. So that's a really great cause. They're trying to fight the Ebola virus, and they're using music
Yes,
to
yes.
fight the virus.
And there was over 312,000 copies sold in its first week,
Wow.
making it 2014's fastest selling single so far.
Oh, well, that's awesome to
lot.
hear that so many people are supporting. Yeah.
I know. And Band-Aid 30's latest rendition far outstripped the Band-Aid 20's 2012 track, which sold 297,000 in its first week.
That's a lot of albums in the first week.
Yeah.
And it's good to hear that so many people are trying to support a good cause.
Yeah, it's such a good cause, yeah.
Okay.
And a physical version of the song will be released in December in the future, making it a stronger contender for this year's Christmas #1.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, alrighty.
Yeah. And the lyrics of the song have been changed to focus on the Ebola crisis in West Africa, although the project has been criticized by some for perpetrating stereotypes of the country.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they can at least reap the positive benefits of it amongst that, but we'll have to check both sides.
Yes,
But-
and there are a lot of artists that actually participated in this track. And then
who are some of the artists?
yeah, the lineups include such stars as Bono, One Direction, Rita Ora, Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith,
Wow.
and so on.
Dang, that's a superstar lineup.
yeah, there are a lot
They've
of
got
artists.
some of the best. You said Bono, One Direction, Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm.
That's some of the top selling artists of this time right now.
Yeah, some of them are even my favorites.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Up next, we've got Band-Aid 30s. Do they know it's Christmas? Check it out. Let us know what you think. For today, and I want to say a special thank you to our special guest, Erin, for coming into our studio.
Thank you.
You have a good time?
Yeah, I did, of course.
Appreciate it, and hopefully we can see you sometime soon. And thank you guys for tuning in today. Have a great weekend, and please be back next week. For the last track of this segment of this show, we've got Alesso featuring Matthew Coma with Years. This is James Lee of Royal Pirates. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.